recording and I'm starting. Okay, that's one. Good morning, all of you. So we'll continue with the problems related to the normal contact, the pseudo force, and the monkey climbing up the rope, and other equilibrium related problems. Fine. So I'll begin with the one of the situation. So there's a ceiling, a pulley is suspended. There's a block of mass m, and at other end it's a monkey. At other end there's a monkey is there. The mass of the monkey b is equal to m. So it is climbing up with an acceleration AR relative to the rope. So a monkey of mass m, mass 2m, climbs up a rope, acceleration AR relative to rope. So you have to calculate, find acceleration of block and tension in the rope. Okay, take the question. So there's the initial situation. So the monkey will climb up with an acceleration AR. So what conditions are to be followed here? Just we took previous classes only one simple case. No, here I'm just bringing overall a picture like. Okay, now what is here? Acceleration of the monkey relative to rope it is now. So let's do one thing. So let T be the tension. Yesterday's free body diagram, can you remember? Actually, there'll be friction between the monkey and the rope. Because of that, the monkey is able to climb. So altogether, so shall I say the tension in the rope is what responsible for the monkey to climb up, like what in books they said. I'm proceeding in this similar way. Then let the acceleration of block be like this, equal to acceleration of, so this is the A naught, I'll give it. No. What is AB? Acceleration of block. So let me define all. A naught is acceleration of the monkey relative to rope it is. Now, what is AB? Acceleration of the block. So even the rope will have acceleration. No? So is it acceleration of rope equal to acceleration of block? Acceleration of
Yes, sir.
block is equal to acceleration of rope. Okay, that's fine. So we are going to take help of that condition here now. So let's write first the acceleration of monkey with respect to rope. Rope, I'll write capital R is equal to acceleration of monkey minus acceleration of rope here. What is acceleration of monkey with respect to rope? It is A naught. Acceleration of monkey we don't know. And acceleration of rope is what? It should be acceleration of block, no? Look at now, as the block ascends here. In what action the rope will move? The rope will be moving downward, no? See, monkey will climb up here. Then what happened to block? Because of tension, what happened? The block will start ascending. So what happened to rope? The rope will here start descending downward on the right hand side. On the left hand side, it start ascending upward. So therefore, so if I take upward as positive, so this will be positive. I don't know about this. This should be what? Downward. It should be negative. Got the idea now? So this should be equal to A naught plus AB equal to AM. So what is the equation I should write now? T minus mg equal to MAB. This is on the block. On the monkey, T minus 2mg equal to MAM.
Sir, isn't it A naught minus AB, sir?
What I wrote? Minus AB, yeah? Okay, there's a negative sign, it should be. Minus of minus plus, it will come on this side. Yeah, okay, fine. Huh? Okay, this is this one. So let me substitute that value here. So this should be equal to M into AM is what? A naught minus AB. So this will be T minus 2mg MA naught minus MAB. So you can do one thing, either replace what are unknown things now? Acceleration of block and tension unknown things. So let me solve these two equations. The equation 1, 2, 3. Equating 2 and 3, I'll substitute the value of tension here. Put 2 in 3. So this will become mg plus MAB minus 2mg should be equal to MA naught minus MAB. M get cancelled, so this will be 2AB. 2AB is equal to G plus A naught. So acceleration of block is equal to how much? G plus A naught by 2. Substitute this value there, we'll get expression for tension. I'll let me end up everything here only.
Sir,
Team, yeah, ma.
isn't T minus 2mg equal to 2MAM, sir? Mass of the monkey is 2m,
Yes,
right?
sir.
No, I'm substituting this value. Equation 2 in 3, no? So T equal to mg plus MAB. Mg plus
Yes,
MAB.
No,
sir.
sir.
In the
In
third
the
equation.
Third equation, mass of the monkey. Okay, 2 is missing here. Huh? Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. So this will be 2MA naught.
Maybe, sir.
Check one, solve.
Sir,
Ah,
sir, minus 2 maybe. The third equation.
I think that, okay, that this correction will come. Okay, now this will be minus mg. So here 3 MAB will come. So 3AB minus G plus 2A naught. So AB is equal to 2A naught plus G by 3. Okay, once check the calculation part. Okay, look at this correction. The two mass of monkey is 2m, no? This is Okay, we have taken care of that one. So now let's substitute the value of AB in this equation. So the value of AB will be M into anybody value tension. Anybody value of tension?
Sir, 2 by 3 into MA naught plus 2G.
2A naught 3 plus this will become 4G by 3. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. So this is the answer. So it's not only monkey, there can be even one block also. Okay, this is one generalized method what you can apply it. Okay, any problem related to this you are supposed to manage here. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I will take the one more problem we'll take, then we'll proceed to the next condition. This is mass m naught. This is a rope. If there are two monkeys are there, on a given rope, what happens? There can be two monkeys. And both are climbing up with an acceleration, say A1 and A2. That means that will be because the rope is not moving, no, so it'll become absolute acceleration. What will be the tension in these ropes? What will be the tension in the ropes? So let the tension here, let it be T naught. Tension here, let it be T. Here, how much of tension will act here? How to work out this particular thing? I'll shift it down a little bit to draw diagram. Just we'll discuss a generalized idea. Okay, this monkey is having a mass m1. This is having mass m2. Both the monkeys are climbing up with an acceleration a2, that one. What about tension? How we have to take it? So again, we'll go back to the idea of friction here. So I wanted to calculate the tension in the ropes here. So we'll go back to the idea of friction. What makes the monkey to climb up? The friction, no? Yeah. So this monkey will exert a frictional force F here on the rope. On the monkey, the F will be like this, no? So this let me call F1. All of you able to see this? Similarly, this monkey will exert a rope on the friction F2. On the monkey, the friction will be F2 here. Then the weight of the monkeys, M1G and M2G. Now, what is the resultant friction that is, what is the resultant pull that is acting downward? That should be equal to tension. And what is F1? F1 minus M1G equal to M1A1. F2 minus M2G equal to M2A2. Rope is at rest. Rope is not moving in this case. What is the state of rope? Rope is at rest. Rope cannot move, no, because it is connected to one fixed block. Able to make it say, until unless you don't know this idea of F1, like how the monkey climbs up, no, I think you can't solve such numericals here. The monkey one, when climbing up, what happened? It should press hard the rope. So on that, what happened? A friction F1 will act upward. Will act upward. Wait. Don't disturb in between. I'm explaining concept. The friction F1 will act upward on the monkey one. Similarly, the monkey one, what happened? Will pull the rope F1 downward. Then the rope will pull the monkey F1 upward. So therefore, F1 minus M1G should be equal to M1A1 on the monkey. F1 will be acting on the rope. Similarly here, the same F2 that one. So the ends of the monkey will press the rope. So because the friction will act here, the friction acting on the monkey will make it to move F2 minus M2G equal to M22. And here what actually the F2 is acting on the, so what is the total force acting on the rope? F1 plus F2. So therefore that should be the tension. So I'm equating here. What is the state of block? Block cannot move because this won't permit. So therefore T naught minus T equal to 0. Any doubt you can clarify? First properly, because in between when taking place, don't interpret here. Let him finish off completely. Okay, no. Anybody? More than one monkey is there, so you have to use this method. Voice is breaking.
Sir, please can you explain how
In
T
between
equals
it is
to F1 plus F2, sir?
Monkey, when monkey climbs up, what makes monkey to move up? The frictional force only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got this one? The frictional force only. Then the frictional force should act on the rope downward. So therefore, what is the net pull on the rope downward? The force exerted by the monkey on the rope, F1 plus F2. The resultant force.
Okay, sir.
Voice breaking. Is it clear? Voice?
Okay,
Sir,
it is clear, sir.
From your side problem?
No, sir. Before it was breaking slightly.
Slightly. Okay,
yes,
fine.
sir. Previously.
No. Is it okay? Now, if one of the monkey moves down, in that case, what you do? Let me just wind up the case here only. If one of the monkey, I'm just giving generalized idea for you so that you can manage any numerical easily. This one. Okay, well, now what I'll put it is one of the monkey will climb up the rope. Okay, no problem. The other monkey, what will climb down? Oh, climbing down. How you write equation here also? So how the friction will be now? Still the friction should act upward only on the monkey, on the rope. Here the friction on the monkey, on the rope. Then weight of the monkey. This will be weight of the monkey.
Sir,
So whatever.
why?
Why? Wait. I'm explaining concept. After the concept, you can interpret me. So here what happened? The frictional force exerted by the monkey is not sufficient. So therefore, what will happen? The monkey what happen? Will slide down. So actually, you could have shown the monkey head upward only. So since moving down, no, let me show like this here. So here again, the equations will be t equal to f1 plus f2. Only the motion of monkey, that equation has to change. So this will be f1 minus m1g equal to m1a1 for the first monkey. For the second monkey, it should be m2g minus f2 equal to m2a2. So get the value of f1, f2, that you substitute, that will be the tension. And here the tension will be T naught, where T naught equal to T. Yeah, no.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
Sir, sir, won't we take the acceleration of the second monkey negative, sir?
No, I'm writing no. M2G greater than F2. Okay, finish problem solve. No, M2G minus F2 equal to M2A2.
Okay.
sir,
Yeah.
sir, how did you say that F2 direction doesn't change, sir? Just
So
because monkey is moving down.
it's a very simple idea. Then now the force what I'm applying is less than my weight. Then what will happen to me? I'll slide down. No, see, it's a common sense. You're climbing up a rope. If you exert force more than your weight, you'll climb up. If you exert force less than your weight, you'll climb down. That's all I just shown here.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
So that F1, F2 is what like a books are missing. Directly they'll write equation. So there I think will be in a big trouble. Huh? So you must work out with the basic idea of like this. Completed?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
I'll write it. Climbing up, climbing down, climbing up, climbing down. Okay, let's take some. You'll encounter problems of like this. Huh? Some spring balance. What is the spring balance? It's an instrument is used to measure the weight of a substance. So usually it will be, so there will be a scale on it. Okay, and this arrow weapon will shift as you suspend the weight. Am I right? I think these are available, no? In kitchen, in some of the houses, still we use this one. So at the most open, how many kgs we can measure? 2 kgs, that one, not 100, 200 kgs. We can't do that one. So anything less than 5 kgs spring balance or weapon are available, which are still used in the kitchen to check the amount of mass, how much it is, that one. So this like a hook. This is the hook. This is scale. And what you suspend, no, based on that, weapon, this particular arrow will slide up and down. This is called like a spring balance. So you can just type in Google, no, spring balance. It will show you the diagram, everything, that one. So basically it contains a spring. Let's not bother how that all works. Just there's a spring balance is there. Now some numericals will be related to the spring balance. So I'll start with the You need not to bother anything very big about this one. So whenever you get a spring balance, what you should do, what is the tension in the rope where spring balance is connected? That will be the reading of the spring balance. So what is the reading of spring balance? The tension in the rope. Spring balance, what is the mass of spring balance? Will be negligible. We just take like this. Mass of spring balance, negligible. So therefore, what is the tension? What was the tension in the rope? That should be the reading of spring balance. So I'm asking find the reading of spring balance here. Find the reading of spring balance. Okay, now how you manage this? All pulleys are light. Pulleys are light. Pulleys and strings are light. Light in sense massless, that one. So you know to bother about the pulley. What is the mass of the pulley? That one. Okay, now what we have to do? So here the weight mg will act. Now proceed with the tension. Here tension. Is it okay now? Showing tension like this. Then how much of tension should act here? If it is T, they should be T by 2, T by 2. Because what is the net force on the pulley should be 0, no? Because as it is a light massless. Then the tension at this point should be T by 2, T by 2. This should be T by 2. This should be the T by 2. All of you able to understand the thing? So what is the state of block? It is at rest, no? Or equilibrium. Then what is the equation you can write? 2t minus mg equal to 0 or t equal to mg by 2. Then what is the reading of spring balance? Spring balance reading, we'll just write it here, SB. Spring balance, huh? This is symbol. SB should be equal to how much? T by 2. So this should be mg by 2 by 2. So mg by 4. What is SB? SB should be the reading of spring balance. Getting the idea? So the spring balance, I'll just, where all spring balance is there, no? You need not to bother about the working of that. Huh? Is it okay? Fine. So these are some simple problems, just some idea based here, nothing else in there. I can connect wherever I want, I can bring the spring balance. So what you should do now here, you have to just work out like the rope which are connected to spring balance. What is the tension in the rope? That should be the reading of spring balance. Are you getting my point, which I'm stressing it? Okay, let's take one more condition. Okay, let's take the apparent weight condition, some lift one. Already we have discussed pseudo force, now it will be much easier for us. Okay, there's a person standing on a weighing scale. Person is having a mass m. The lift is accelerating up. So what is this particular equipment? It's weighing scale. All of you, I think nowadays we check weight, no? So it is a weighing scale. Mass of the weighing scale negligible. Mass of weighing scale. Time being, you can neglect it here. So what will be the reading of the person? How do that weighing scale will work out? First time being, we'll take mass of weighing scale negligible. Then later on, I'll introduce mass also. So is the first, let me take a situation. Lift is at rest. What are the forces that will be acting? We have to show it. So here, let me take the free body diagram. So mass of the person. Here only we can show in the diagram. Let me take this one. This is N. What is N? The force exerted by the weighing scale on the person, no? And the weight of the person will act downward. So how that weighing scale actually works? I'm giving some better diagram for you. The weight of the person, the normal contact with the weighing scale will be like this. Then the weight of the person will act vertically down. Some other color will take mg. So there's a weighing scale, no? So here, will there be any force acting on the weighing scale? Yes, no. So the weighing scale will be N. What is this N? The force exerted by the person on the weighing scale. So what should be the reading of weighing scale? No. The reading of weighing scale is what? N. In turn, what happen? So inside what happen? There's some material where it'll get compressed proportional to how much it undergoes compression. It will display the reading. So what is the reading of weighing scale now? The normal force exerted by weighing scale on a person is what? The reading of weighing scale. So here what happened? The weighing scale. The weighing scale displays the reading proportional to N. So therefore, I want to read how much, like what is the reading of weighing scale. So I should look at the N, no? The N only what happened? The reading of weighing scale here. So look at the N. N is also acting on the person. So now what is the state of weighing scale? Weighing scale and the person, both are at rest, no? So therefore, looking at the person, what is N? N minus mg equals 0. So N equal to mg. So what is the reading of weighing scale now? Equal to the weight of the person. Fine. Now if the lift accelerates, what changes you are going to make here? If the lift accelerates, what changes will make it? A small idea based. This is so this is a weighing scale. The person is here. So what is the state of lift? Let it accelerate up. A naught. And the weighing scale is kept in the lift. Now, what will be the reading of weighing scale? Is what now the question is being asked. So as usual, the normal contact will act here on the person. Then mg, the weight of the person. The n is what here, no? Will apply. You can do in any frame. In the ground frame, what you write? N minus mg equal to ma naught. In the wedge frame, what you write? N minus mg minus ma naught equals 0. So let me do in the ground frame. So n minus mg equal to ma naught. So n equal to mg plus ma naught. So what happened to the reading of weighing scale? More than his weight. The person feels is heavier, no? Getting all of you? The person feels it is heavier. If the lift accelerates down, so shall we call this as a actual weight? What is mg? Mg is actual weight. What is n? N is called like a apparent weight here, or n is called as apparent weight here. Mg is called as a true weight. Because of acceleration of the lift, what happened? Now it will become mg plus ma naught. I think nowadays we have weighing scale. It will cost you around 800 rupees, the best one. And most of you are staying in apartment. You can do experiment. You measure in your room, then you measure in ascending and descending lift. Now you can definitely see the difference in weight. If the lift accelerates down, same thing will continue here. Let me introduce one more case here. If the lift descends down, and the person is there. So in this case, it will be normal reaction, the weight mg. What is the equation? It should be equal to mg minus n equal to ma naught. So n equal to mg minus ma naught. I think the person will feel happy now. The person will definitely feel happy when lift is ascending down.
Yes, sir.
Pavan Teja, no need to reply. Huh? Just calmly listen, calmly listen. Huh? Why you unmute it? First of all, you tell me. Okay, got this. So anywhere the weighing scale comes, so nothing to bother. The normal contact force acting between the person and the weighing scale should be the reading of weighing scale. Is it okay? Fine. I'm just concluding this topic here. It can be asked for you anywhere now. Let me proceed to the next application part. Here, let me introduce a spring balance. So I want to look at the mass of the blocks. I want the reading of the spring balance here. So it is like first try to understand the question, it'll be easier. So it's a pulley system only. What we did, there's suspended lift and the lift accelerates. So here what happened, I connected a spring balance. I want the reading of spring balance here. So I'll describe the question. The pulley, the Atwood machine or the pulley block system is suspended in a lift which is ascending up with an acceleration a naught. Find the reading of spring balance. Okay, fine. So work out now. So some pseudo force also I brought it. Sir, which frame you have to do? I think it's left to you. As already I told you, no, you can work out the problem in two frames. In both the frames, you'll get the same answer. Can you recollect? We have discussed yesterday inertial, non-inertial frame. So these are some application problems. Sir. Slowly, I'm introducing. Next week, what you see plenty of numericals. Sir. How to make this problem now. So shall I? So in which frame to do? You can work out in either frame. You'll get the same answer. So let me do this problem with respect to lift frame. So I'll allow the person in the lift to solve the problem because it'll be very easy for him to see the spring balance. No, it will display some number. Nowadays we have digital spring balances, so you can easily see, okay, how much of display is there. So then you can tell what is the reading. So we'll request person in the lift here. So what are the forces? mg, 2mg, the tension T, the reading of spring balance, this will be 2T, no? It should be. The rope, I'll make it thin. Yeah. Now you see this will be 2T. So if I can find out tension problem solve, no? So in what action pseudo force I should apply? Anybody? On both the blocks, in what action pseudo force should be applied?
Opposite
Downward,
to
downward, downward, downward. It should be downward. MA naught. Now look at that pseudo force. I asked you to show some thick arrow like this. Huh? Write down the equation now. Problem solved. It's very easy now. So 2mg plus 2ma naught minus t is equal to 2m into acceleration. What is this A now? Acceleration of block with respect to lift. Now similarly, write the equation on the left block here. T minus mg minus ma naught equal to ma. Add up these two. So this will be mg mg plus ma naught equal to 3ma. So acceleration is equal to how much? G plus a naught by 3. That value will substitute here. So T minus mg minus ma naught equal to m into G plus a naught by 3. The tension T is equal to 4 mg by 3, or this will be 4m by 3 G plus a naught. So what will be the reading of spring balance? Reading of spring balance should be equal to 2T, no? So this will become 8m by 3 G plus A naught. Wherever I want, I'll bring this spring balancer. Just in that region, what is the tension, the rope where spring balance connected? The tension in that should be the reading of spring balance. The rest all, everything is what we know, pseudo force concept, we know laws of motion, we know how to take the tension. It's quite natural. Any doubt you can clarify? See, now I think by this time, kinematics see a lot of motion. You see a lot of big gap, no? Kinematics were quite easier, the mathematical approach. Here what happened, the physics approach is very important. Until unless you don't have clarity first, not possible to write equation. So don't fight with the here, because everyone knows F equal to MA now. Because every problem I'm using same thing, everyone knows, sir. Then still, sir, we know concept. This is not a concept, or no. What is the concept? The situations, the idea, which frame of reference. So, sir, what is this 2MA naught? You tell me, like, what is 2MA naught? This 2MA naught is what pseudo force, no? MA naught is what pseudo force? Sir, why pseudo force here plus 2 here minus MA naught? Because they're acting opposite to, if a force acts opposite to motion of block, negative. If a force acts in the direction of motion, it should be positive. Many divisors are there, need not. There are many divisors are there, lakhs of divisors are there. Our syllabus, what is confined, we are discussing. Anything information now you have, you know, internet, everything type there in Google. Okay, let's go for the other one. Ground frame, you are supposed to work out. A teacher cannot solve two frames. In the ground frame, you are supposed to work out. You must put effort. I solved in the left frame. In the ground frame, you work out, no problem. Draw the diagrams. I'm introducing to now one more concept. Okay, this is an open elevator, it is called as. We'll give name open elevator. There's a person of mass m1. There's a rope. Let me show it thick a little bit. Okay, this is a rope. Open elevator, what is mass of this? M2. Okay, what force I should, with what force I should pull the rope so that system will be in equilibrium. So here like a painter of mass m1 is standing on elevator of mass m2. Find the force with which he should pull the rope for equilibrium of system. Spring balance is just an instrument here, nothing to do. As usual, you just carry on the problem where the region in which it is connected. So calculate the tension, and the tension, the rope to which the spring balance connected, the tension in that rope is what the reading of spring balance. Okay, now look at this one. A painter of mass m. So this is a very generalized, I think nothing to do with our physics here. You might have seen persons who will paint the buildings, no? The high-rise buildings or say some apartments you might have seen, no? There'll be a wooden platform. I'm calling elevator. Yes, it's at rest, no?
Sir, only in this case we'll take rest, sir. In next case we'll consider even the velocity, sir.
I'm not getting.
Like, is it that the whole sum is only in rest, or in next case we'll consider that it's moving and then we have to get it to equilibrium?
No, it's at rest here. It's an equilibrium. It's over, no?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Find the force with which you should pull the rope for equilibrium of system. So altogether, when the person in the elevator should not move, it should be at rest here. Equilibrium or equilibrium of system. I'll write it rest, so it'll be very easy for you. Okay, now see this one. This is the painter, no? So if he wants to move up, you'll pull the rope. If you want to slide down, you'll pull the rope. This is one mechanism. It's widely used here. Next time when you pass through any building where they're doing painting, no, don't make observation of physical world. I don't know what happened. Our students here, no, hardly any knowledge. Outside knowledge is nil. I'm practically telling you. Practical knowledge means not like something going to factory. The physical world, the rhombus, the pyramid, square, hemisphere. No idea. No basic geometry. Nothing. Nil is there. Almost all, everything. 99%. Physical world, zero knowledge. Physics not possible. What is the definition of physics? The study of physical world is physics. So when you don't know physical world, gone, no. What you can do, what teacher can do, what student can do, nothing. You have to just fight with the content. Do make observation. You have some sufficient time. So spending time with the book, no, I suggest you daily half an hour. See objects. Sir, already we are seeing, no, make observation, notebook, pen, all vegetables, spoon, bowls, everything outside, rocks, everything. Okay, work out, draw free body diagram. Get into free body diagram. Now, some idea like this. The person will pull the rope, no? With what force he will pull the rope, that will be the tension in the rope. So he will pull the rope. There will be the tension. And how the force that will be acting here now. So I'll hold a rope and I start pulling it down. as I start pulling it down. So what happened? You pull the rope, no, there is nothing but the tension. So the tension is also acting on the person. Will I agree? The tension is also acting on the person here. So then any other forces, normal contact between what? Between the elevator and the person. The normal contact here, I'll show N will write it. Then similarly, the normal contact should also act on the elevator. The weight of the elevator or the platform and the weight of the person, M1G.
Sir,
Uh,
here the rope is not moving. That's the reason why whatever force he applies, that's equal to
that's a
tension,
tension,
right?
yeah, that's all, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Tension, there's a tension, and the rope is connected to platform. This is T. I'll give the block diagram so that it'll be easy for you. On the person, what are the forces? Normal contact, the tension, and its weight. Draw one free body diagram, nothing wrong. No, this is M2. M2G. So here the tension T. How the person will press the platform, no? This end. This is what actually you'll forget. Huh? This is very important. What force will pull the rope? That should be the tension. So now I to make things clear. What is T? The force with which the man pulls the rope. Is that okay? Fine. The force with which the man pulls the rope is what? The tension. And there's a normal contact. What is the next thing? So we have to just equate things, no? We have to equate the forces, nothing else is there, and solve for N and T. Find the force with which he should pull the rope. He's asking to calculate the value of T.
Sir,
Yeah.
so the man is standing on the elevator, right, sir?
Yes.
So,
Fine.
so while drawing the free body diagram of, why didn't we consider M1G, sir?
Weight of the person.
Yes, sir.
Should have,
While drawing the diagram of,
yeah, it should be there, no?
so M2 is the weight of elevator plus man.
How come weight of the only elevator, no? I'm showing this is elevator, no?
Sir, so there we should
Separately.
also write M1G, right?
Why? You do one thing. Just stand and place notebook on your head. Then weight of the notebook should act or not? Will act. And weight of your body will act. And there'll be normal contact between you and your, between notebook and your head. That's all, no?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
See, I'm telling this one. See, finding very difficult, just keep some. So like I said, not understanding. 10 heavy books you keep on your head. I think you'll understand.
Okay, sir.
So they should be at equilibrium, no? So N plus T minus M1G equal to 0. Then for elevator, T minus N minus M2 equal to 0. Adding up these two, 2T equal to M1 plus M2G. So what is the T is equal to? M1 plus M2G by 2. You see that one. So what force you should pull up? You should pull up with a force equal to this much here. If you pull with a force greater than this, both person and elevator will accelerate up. If you pull with a force less than this, both person and elevator will slide down. Substitute value of T there, you'll get the value of N. Suppose say that the weighing scale is there, then the N will be the reading of weighing scale. If some massless weighing scale is kept, on the elevator on which the person is standing and pulling the rope, then the n will be the reading of weighing scale. So some times they may ask question like this also. So substitute value of t in the above, n plus m12g by 2. Check it. These are the answers.
Sir,
Ah.
could you once draw the feedback diagram of the rope, sir?
Yeah, I'll come.
The tension and the force, how will they act on the rope, sir?
Person, there's a rope. I will, these are my like this, it will come, no? Is it okay, no? So I'll be pulling that rope. So here what happens, there'll be friction now. There'll be friction will act. Tell me like how that friction. So like I should try to slide my hand down, no? So all of you, I think, finding very difficult to purchase one rope. I think that you'll be using this to hang close, no? You tie to some vertical ceiling, anything available, corridor, somewhere, that one. Try to pull it, see? Or rope, not possible. You take some cloth, bed sheet, you take it. Try to pull to gate and put a knot to the gate and try to pull, you see? Everything will be clearly visible for you. So as you try to pull down, so how your hand wants to move down, no? Actually, it wants, you want to try to move down like this. You want to try to move down. So how the friction force will be like this, no? And the friction force on the friction force on the rope like this. This friction now will set up a tension. Where this T is equal to F. So therefore, nothing but, shall I say this, F is nothing but equal to T, no? So therefore, I'm just showing the tension acting on the man. Got the idea?
Okay, sir. Now, if there is any acceleration
Then
in the rope,
acceleration, rope is massless, no? Doesn't mix.
sorry,
Everything
sir.
it should be same. Yeah.
If that person is accelerating downwards, sir.
Then bring the equations m1g minus n minus t equal to m1a1 m1a. Here only you have to, instead of 0 you write m1a. Nothing to do with rope. Nothing to do with the rope.
Okay, sir.
See, you have to say, I already told you, like, I don't blame physics teacher because I'm helpless in this matter unless you don't have any much physical world. Again, I'm repeating, like this, you might have held once the rope or bed sheet, no, something you tie to the gate and try to pull. Today you try it, do it. You can feel you can see the forces what I'm showing.
Sir, small doubt, sir. Sir, if the man is moving, it is an inertial frame or non-inertial frame, sir?
Man is exerting. If the lift is also exerting, then he is standing on non-inertial frame. Yeah. But both are moving with same acceleration. No, both cannot have different acceleration. Am I right? There's a common sense. Huh? If both are in different acceleration, man will lose contact. No. Say the painter who is using this platform, what happen? It should fall off from this platform or should be on platform? Should be on platform. No. So if man moves up, the platform also will move up. If the man moves down, platform will also move down. Got it? Okay, let's take some questions on the Pathfinder related to this. I picked up some 4 questions which are related to the topic which we are going to discuss. Let's take one by one all. All of you, I think you are able to read the question. Read the question. Simple idea based. Let's see that how you. There's a block. Just wait. Okay, try to draw the diagram. Maybe diagram will help you a little bit. To diagram, I think you can manage to some extent. No, check once, check once, check once.
Sir, A.
Check once, nothing, check once. Draw the diagram, huh? So don't write equations much here. So fight with the diagram. After some time, where the incline, where the block, nothing wrong in analyzing.
Sir.
Uh,
So does the block remain at level height with respect to the incline or with respect to the ground?
read the question. Question is there, and you are asking again the question.
Sir, means is it at a height from the ground or from the incline, sir?
No, what is the convention? I think I made things clear in relative motion. No, if I say something, it's absolute only. If it is a relative, I'll mention it. Got it? No.
Yes, sir.
The basic physics conventions are if the block remains at a level height. Okay, no. Acceleration of block. Okay, this I'll call wedge. We'll give some name so that I'll write the equations here. So I'll proceed like this. Acceleration of block with respect to wedge along y-axis should be equal to acceleration of block along y-axis. This one. Will agree this? First of all, what actually going on? So here the inclined plane Okay, what will be the options? So just wait for my solution. No need to input your options. This one. So there's a block. Let's take here. What are the forces that will be acting here? Mg. And also a pseudo force, no? Who is doing this problem? The person on the inclined plane. You will put a pseudo force also downward. It will be like this. So you resolve this. So this will be how much of total resultant force will be mg plus a sine theta. So the force. So shall I call this is acceleration AR, A relative down the incline. Or if the inclined plane were at rest, it should have only g sine theta. Pseudo force is acting. So g plus a sine theta is what? The acceleration of the block with respect to incline, and it will be AR, I'll call. So what is this AR? Acceleration of the block with respect to incline, along the incline it is. So I'll give the name for this acceleration of block with respect to incline. So tell me like what is the acceleration of, and I'll take upward positive, downward negative. So AR G plus, shall I resolve this? AR sine theta equal to, this we don't know. And it's telling if the block remains at a level height, what do you mean by that? With respect to ground, it will not change its position. So what will be the acceleration of the block? This should be 0, no? So therefore I'll write it as this is 0. So this is what? Acceleration of the wedge. So this should be equal to how much? Plus a, right? We assume value, no? Plus a. What is the acceleration of the inclined plane? So that is what we are calculating it. So this should be equal to how much? AR sine theta. So this will be G plus A sine theta into sine theta. G plus A sine theta into sine theta. This will be G sine square theta plus A sine square theta. 1 minus sine square theta is equal to G sine square theta. What is 1 minus sine square theta? Cos square theta. So therefore finally what is A is equal to G tan square theta. This is very important. If the block remains at a level height, means acceleration of the block with respect to ground along y-axis must be 0. Means though inclined plane moves, the position of the block should not change. So it should be there only. Completed? And I wanted acceleration of the inclined plane. No, that I got my answer. You resolve that perpendicular because it will not lose contact. No, it will be there. N minus mg plus a, that one. There's one more. Read the question. A small metal ball is being pulled gradually on a frictionless hemisphere as shown in figure. Radius of the ball and that of the pulley are much smaller than that of the hemisphere. Have the ball slide from the bottom to a position close to the top of hemisphere. How do the magnitude of pulling force F and contact force R between the ball and the hemisphere will change? This R you can write is N, or say no problem, let it be R on. R is the reaction force is telling. Draw the diagram. So this is the initial position. So take some arbitrary point somewhere here when it is here and get all the angles clearly. No, we'll see. Without drawing diagram, somebody giving answer, I think not justified. I'm making things clear. Looking at that, nobody should tell the answer. We are supposed to work out. Okay, this is about the initial diagram. Oh, it's a particle. No? This is. Let it be some angle. Yeah. It's actually particle. Just to show the diagrams now, I just expanded it. You see this, all this one. Please draw a diagram. Don't look at question and this one. At least see, I'm drawing that triangle. These are needed. Now there's a rope, no? So let's come back to the problem here. There's a rope. I'm going to pull with a force R. Let A be the radius of this. A be the radius, and it's telling this is the H. So let me take. Let me assume few all things, no. So let this be H, no. And this will be the length of the rope. Let's analyze one by one all. So this is the angle. Okay, fine, all of you. So this will become some triangle here, no? Will it be right angle triangle? So it need not, no? This will be 90 degrees. It appears though 90 degrees. So this, let me take, this is beta, and so let me take this angle alpha. And here mg will act. This is theta, 90 minus theta. This will be theta, 90 minus theta. This should be theta. So here the reaction is telling R. Okay, I think I magnitude of pulling force. Okay, this is F, sorry. R is not radius, A is a radius. I think I have enough, I helped you. What is H? H we assume. H will remain constant, no? H will not change. H is what will happen from measured from the pulley to this center of the hemisphere. Okay, now at least I gave diagram. Now you think and analyze and give the answer. Let's see. Pulling force is F, no? It's telling magnitude of pulling force F. So here also the force should be F. The pulling force should be F, let one. So this is M. As I start pulling, what happened to L will decrease, no? L will decrease. So what I should do with F? First we'll look at F, then I'll come to the reaction R. Okay, now you apply sine rule. Shall we do one thing? F cos alpha should be equal to mg sine mg cos theta along the tangent. So if I draw a tangent, so along the hemisphere, along the tangent drawn to hemisphere, F cos alpha should be equal to mg cos theta. So F by mg equal to cos theta by cos alpha. This is the one equation what we have. Okay, let's come for the sine rule, h by. So I'm applying sine rule, h by sine of 90 plus alpha should be equal to L by sine of 90 minus theta is equal to this will be, what is the other angle? Beta, no? This will be A, no? This will be A by sine beta. Anyway, I think this will be enough now. So h by cos alpha, L by this will be cos theta. So h by L is equal to, we wanted ratio of cos theta by cos alpha. L by h will come. Cos theta by cos alpha should be equal to L by h. Substitute there. F by mg should be equal to L by h. F equal to mg L by h. Look at now mgh, they're constant. What is m? M is the mass of this one, mass of that particle. H is what I assume, constant. All the thing, you write it. So what is A? A is a constant. So as as the metal ball slides up, what will happen to L? L decreases, no? So L decreases, so F will decrease. As L decreases, F decreases. Are you getting no idea? It's not like something by seeing. So most of you are giving answer immediately by seeing. So come out of that method.
Sir, it should be minus cos alpha, right? H by minus cos alpha.
Which one?
So the fourth step from top.
This one, huh?
Yes, sir.
Sine of
Sir,
90 plus alpha.
sorry, sir.
Okay, got the idea, no? So now similarly, what about the R? Can you try at least R? Again, the same method. Huh? What should happen to R? What to do again? That R, what happened again? You have to resolve. So how the R will act? Normal to the hemisphere, no? The direction of R should be normal to the hemisphere. So now what happened? You bring a one normal perpendicular to the rope. You bring it, then resolve R. Then again similarly, you have to work out the force. resolving the N and mg, resolving R and mg perpendicular to the string. Then equate the forces, no? Then you can get expression for N. Can you try at least that one? Similar. So here what happened? We took tangential to the hemisphere, no? Perpendicular to the rope, you resolve R and mg. So this is the rope, no? Perpendicular to the rope, you have to resolve R and mg, then solve it, equate them, you'll get the required answer. So I'll directly write what is R. R is equal to mg A by H. Will end up this much. If you want to try it. I'm helping with equation. What is A? Constant. H constant, M constant. So what is R? R will be constant. So the option what happen will pick up. F decreases. R remains unchanged. Sir, how do you brought this equation? Again, the similar. Resolve R. Take help of R, F, and mg. That's all here, no? Because we know. So why you are asking us to do like this? So we know expression for F. Will I agree, all of you? Now take help of R, F, and mg. Equate forces along the rope, perpendicular to the rope. Then work out the problem. Okay, I'll come to the next one. More small idea is there. Remaining half of the problem you have to work out. I gave almost everything information. You have to just manage with the mathematics. Okay, let's one small question. So this will be really troublesome based on pseudo force. This is a block of mass m square. This is a wedge. It's telling find acceleration of wedge so that block loses contact from the wedge. You see, next again is telling what should be the acceleration of the wedge. Find the acceleration of wedge so that block loses contact from the wedge. How it is possible? These are some troublesome ideas. Just only thing is, okay, let's see that what are all forces. So let me do the problem in the wedge frame. What are the forces that are acting? Mg sine theta, mg cos theta. Then our pseudo force should act in this direction. Ma naught. Then normal contact. So what is the condition given? The block should fly off or should lose contact from the wedge. For that, okay, let me resolve the forces along perpendicular to inclined plane, along the incline, perpendicular to incline. This is normal contact, we know. So if I further resolve, this will be how much ma naught sine theta. This is mg cos theta. This is mg sine theta. Will I agree, all of you? These are the forces which I am showing here. Now for it to lose contact means what is the condition? N should be zero, no? Normal contact should be zero. So here n plus ma naught sine theta minus mg cos theta equal to 0. For block to lose contact. N should be equal to 0. I'll substitute that, then we'll solve it next step. So this is something you must get in a basic picture. What happen if loses contact? No normal contact. No, see like a what do you mean by normal contact? By this time, when two surfaces come in contact, there will be normal contact. If it loses contact, means normal contact should be 0. So you have to be very careful about numericals related to this condition. For a block to lose contact from a surface, then what is the condition? Normal contact should be 0. Getting the idea? So anywhere in the numerical, for a body to lose contact, what is the necessary condition? The normal contact should be 0. There's one general thing what we are concluding here. I'll go for one more case. Completed?
Yes, sir.
There's a pulley system. There's a block of say like a mass m. (3m). So like take it 5m. I'll apply a force along with that. Now I'll ask you, what is the acceleration of the system? Along with the m, what happened? I'm applying a force. So block A, this is a block B. The block A, the system is release it from rest, and block A is acted upon by a force F equal to mg by 2. He is asking now what are the conditions? What is the acceleration of the block? Find acceleration of blocks. What to do now? Already there is a force there, so nothing to do. The same method of carry on things. The string will be taut. Then here this will be 5 mg. Along with this this force, separate some other color will show it. Yeah. So along with this will be mg. The force acting, let it be that one. So now write the equation. Both will have same acceleration. So write the equation now. 5 mg minus t equal to 5 ma. Then t minus f minus mg equal to ma. Adding up these two, 4 mg minus f equal to 6 ma. What is the value of f? F is mg by 2. So 8, 7 is equal to 7g by 12. This will be the acceleration of the blocks. I want tension. Substitute the value of anywhere, you'll get the tension. So you may get some force acting on a system. Okay, fine. So these are this week is what it's all about the basics of laws of motion, different types of forces, how do they move. Next week is what all will get a logical problem, wedge constraint, pulley constraint, the pseudo force, everything. So you got the better idea of pseudo force. Work out few numericals on pseudo force also related to various conditions. Fine. I think tomorrow will be writing exam.
Yes, sir.
So recollect
Yes, sir.
all the basic things properly once again.
Sir, friction is also there, no, sir.
No, not there. Whose side? I would have discussed, no, if it were there.
Okay, sir.
What all I discussed? So related to this, what when you work out few numericals. Fine. Spring problems will come next week. Spring balance, just I introduced. Spring problems we'll discuss next week.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, all of you. Take care.
Sir,
Bye.
in
See you.
my schedule it is given, sir. Spring problems are there for this week.
Not there. Okay, shall I end up the meeting?
Thank you, sir.
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 Okay, thank you all of you. Take care. Bye. See you.